Hey everyone, how's it going? I just got a comment that's on the top of my phone saying I get so hyped when you make another video. So that makes me feel good. My last video when I was talking about Christians, I called them followers. And I've made it clear that you guys are not followers, you guys are not fans, you're supporters. You're supporters of my work. However, Christians are not supporters of my work. Hence, they're literally following me for whatever reason. What I wanted to talk about is a gentleman named Salman Rushdie. You have to understand the story behind him. So, he wrote a book in the 70s or the 90s, I forget. I know that's a big gap, but I can't remember which one, guys. It was called The Satanic Verses, okay? Now, in this book that was released, it talks about the satanic verses as far as Islam goes, okay? It was so controversial. It was so popular, but it was so controversial that the Ayatollah Khomeini at the time issued what's called a fatwa on him, which basically means a bounty opened for his head, okay? So he had, because of this book, okay, which you should read, The Satanic Verses by Salman Rushdie, he had security 24/7 because there was a call to all Muslims to take him out, okay? In my latest book, my 7th or 8th book, I talk about how something happens to him again. And then lo and behold, something happens to him again. A Muslim extremist attacks him, stabs him a bunch of times. Now he's blind in one eye, and he lost the use of a hand in another. Now the thing is they had called for him, for the fatwa to go, okay? They called for the fatwa to go. However, the fatwa can only be recalled by the person who issued the edict, okay, which was Ayatollah Khomeini, and he's been dead. So they could never remove it. The reason I bring this up is not to say that it's yet another thing that my book series had predicted, okay? Because it did, okay? The reason I bring it up is because I've done many videos on astrotheology in Islam, in the Quran, okay? Which will be called blasphemous if this ever blows up. And a similar thing might happen. But it's just, it is what it is. This information has to get out there, okay? So I just wanted you guys to be aware, well ahead of time, well before my channel blows up, well before any of this happens, that that's the risk that you take, okay? Now, I know what God is. I consider myself fully realized, so I have no fear, okay? My second book, when I explained how the Vatican created Islam, which I'll do a video on for you guys as well, I'll explain that whole thing. And I mean, it is what it is. When I talk about the 72 virgins, okay, that all these terrorists do it for, because you die as a martyr. There's a star called 70 Virginis, okay, and it borders Virgo. So that's 70 virgins. Then Virgo is your 71st virgin. And then you marry one on earth. You marry a virgin on earth. She has to be a virgin, remember, that you have your family with. So those are the 72 virgins. Okay? It's all astrology. As all my work is. It's all astrology. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And know that if someday in the future something should ever happen to me, it probably will be because of that. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'll make the video on the Vatican creating Islam at some point soon.